Welcome back to NewsWire here on SportsGrid. Another big PGA Tour tournament coming up in California as we head to Florida coming up real soon. Can't wait to catch some of the action here. Let's bring in Brady Kannon to recap what we saw at the Pebble Beach Pro-Am and then get to Riviera this week. Brady, great to have you back here on NewsWire. And hey, what a great week this past week for Collin Morikawa winning the Pebble Beach Pro-Am. I mean, is this number correct? He shot 22 under par. Is that accurate? That's a big number for him this week.
You know, this is a couple of home run hitters to close out the West Coast swing, Pebble Beach and Riviera. A couple of my absolute favorites, a couple of the best golf courses in the world. I really love the Genesis Invitational, what used to be the LA Open. I think it's one of the best tournaments. A lot of the players on the PGA Tour feel this is the best course that they play as far as the regular season is concerned outside of the major championships. But the weather has been a factor. The rain or the wind blew a lot at Pebble before the golf tournament. You had a little bit of moisture. We've had some moisture in the LA area. So that, when you have a soft golf course, that is leading to some of those scores like 22 under that got it done for Collin Morikawa, my neighbor here in Las Vegas, by the way. So that was cool to see him get back in the winner's circle after almost 3 years. I think it's great for the game. People were really starting to doubt his ability to close the door, and to do it at a place like Pebble Beach, to hold off Scottie Scheffler, makes another charge on the weekend. Just unbelievable. And now we go into another signature event, another loaded field. There will be a cut this time. The top 50 players and ties will advance to the weekend, and also anybody within 10 shots of the lead. Only 72 players in the field to begin with, but after 36 holes, there will be a cut. And then, like you say, we head over to Florida. Golf season is off to a tremendous start.
Yeah, Cognizant Classic coming up in a couple of weeks. I'm driving to spring training, and I'm seeing the signs on the road for that coming up on Palm Beach. Okay, so let's take a look at the Genesis Invitational coming up this week. As Brady said, this name has changed a couple of different times, but the players remain the same. Scottie Scheffler, of course, is a favorite. He's 3-1. Rory McIlroy is 11-1. Xander Schauffele 17-1. So is Tommy Fleetwood. Hideki Matsuyama with the big win a couple of weeks ago is 20-1, and then Patrick Cantlay at 27-1 as well. So look, naturally, it's this time of the year with golf. It's, are you betting Scottie Scheffler or are you fading Scottie Scheffler? And we have to start off each week, Brady, with that question.
Yeah. Well, he's never won here before. And by the way, the tournament host, Tiger Woods, has never won here before either, nor did Jack Nicklaus. If you look at the crossover between guys that have won the Masters and guys that have won at Riviera, it's incredible. Fred Couples, Nick Faldo, Adam Scott, Phil Mickelson, Dustin Johnson, Hideki Matsuyama, Mike Weir. I mean, the connection between those two courses is something. And obviously, Scottie has won the Masters twice. Rory's your defending champion. Got some information from my friends over at BetMGM this morning. The most tickets and the most handle at BetMGM are, guess who? Scottie Scheffler and Rory McIlroy. They're also the two biggest liabilities at BetMGM. Rory McIlroy, number one, Scottie Scheffler, number two. And then out of nowhere, Tony Finau, the third biggest liability at BetMGM. His odds are in the triple digits. He is over, I want to say around 120-1. Tony Finau, think about that, how far he's dropped off. He's played in 5 events this season. He's missed the cut 3 times, but he does come off of a very nice week at Pebble Beach last week. He's been in a playoff here, losing to Max Homa at Riviera in 2021. But his game has really plummeted from what we, have come to expect in recent years out of Tony Finau. We'll see if he can put it together here this week.
So let's take a look at Brady's wins this week. And when I say wins, I'm always having good feelings and good vibes when Brady's got guys in the 30-1. So here we go. Patrick Cantlay, let's take a look here. Matt Fitzpatrick at 35-1. Sam Burns, 42-1. Min Woo Lee at 48-1. And then your Hail Mary of the week is Jason Day at 70-1 this week. All right, Brady, let's break it down.
Yeah, a couple of Australians at big prices there. Min Woo Lee, of course, finishing runner-up last week at Pebble Beach. His short game was outstanding. He was second in that field for strokes gained putting. And we have that same funky surface, Poana. What we see out here on the West Coast, it's hard to putt on Poana greens. It's also at Riviera. So I'm expecting the good putting to continue for Minwoo Lee. One thing you're going to hear on the broadcast this week, Craig, Kikuyu grass. Okay. It's native to Africa. And is really prolific in South Africa and Australia. So we've seen Australians have a lot of success here at Riviera because I think the familiarity with that type of grass, it's really tough to chip out of, the rough around the greens. It gets nasty and sticky, that Kikuyu. So the more comfortable you are with it, like Australians, Jason Day, Minwoo Lee, I think that gives them a little bit of an edge. Now, Fitzpatrick and Cantlay have been playing great golf as of late, especially Fitzpatrick. Cantlay grew up in this area in Long Beach, California, went to LA. He's finished top 4 here 3 times. Now, Fitzpatrick and Cantlay are a couple of pretty popular picks this week as well, but they make a ton of sense. Some people not so high on Sam Burns. He played beautifully last week at Pebble, a short game magician. He putted well on the Poana. He's done well here before at Riviera. If his irons come through this week, I think he'll be in contention once again.
I'm telling you right now, Brady, that if Minwoo Lee and Jason Day, they don't even have to win this. If they come close to winning, and it's because of this Kikuyu grass that you're talking about, I mean, the things you bring to this table here on golf, on NewsWire and on SportsGrid, I mean, I did not see that coming. I don't think you've ever brought that up. I've never heard of that Kikuyu grass. Is that the only spot that they have it on the tour, or is it somewhere else?
It's here and there. There is some at Torrey Pines. Like I say, it's prolific in South Africa and Australia, but this is really the most famous venue for the Kikuyu. It's a very strong blade of grass that props the ball up beautifully in the fairway. But when it grows out and gets gnarly and stuff around the greens and in the rough, it is a bear to deal with. So you have to know what you're doing with the old Kikuyu stuff, Craig.
NewsWire brought to you by Kikuyu on this episode of the show. That's for sure.
The
All
agronomy
right, Brady, good
lesson
luck.
comes next.
I mean, my gosh. Good luck this week, Brady. Thanks again.
Thanks, buddy.